Hi, and welcome.
I'm Z.
And I'm Keith.
And we're going to tell you about the movie that we just watched. But first, a little bit of a heads up.
Some of the movies we watch deal with heavy subject matters.
In order to talk about these emotionally delicate things and the heavy subject matters that we sometimes cover, we add humor and crude language to add some levity and to process our own trauma.
If that doesn't feel fun or safe for you, we completely understand. Please take care of yourself first and foremost.
And we spoil the end of pretty much every movie that we watch.
Now you know. On with the show. And to go.
Oh. Gotcha.
Sorry.
Gotcha.
If you're ready.
Wow. What a horrible.
Don't say it. Cheers. Happy New Year. Etc.
I liked it.
You did?
Yeah, I was sad I never saw it as a kid. This would have rocked my fucking world. It was very violent. Or the violence that was in it was very graphic. The violence that was in it was very graphic, but all the cursing was dubbed over. So that was fascinating to me.
Oh. All of it? Really? I thought there was some.
Maybe there's some, but there's one scene at the end in the car where Clancy Brown says goddamn, but the word that comes out is gall darn. And I'm like, that's okay. Okay.
It's presumably a TV movie. I don't.
Well, HBO. It said it was like HBO production, so I don't. But that's so fascinating that, like, you know, there could be.
Yeah, it was a lot more. Like I was like, oh, this movie's cute.
Yeah.
That sounds condescending. I usually don't use that word in a complimentary way.
Yeah.
But that's sort of the word that came to mind.
Yeah. Like, yeah. There's, like, the blood rain that happens and shit like that. I'm like, whoa. Like, I've never seen a movie do something like that. And it's always, I was like, wow. There was a sequel that they did.
Yeah.
Which, with Dennis Hopper.
No thanks.
What? Yeah. It's wild. It was different than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. Also, didn't know Clancy Brown was in it. Didn't know Lee Tergesen was in it.
Same.
Plus some other recognizable faces. Like,
Lee Tergesen is someone that, like, I became obsessed with because of Oz, because he's in Oz. And he and Christopher Maloney in the series have a romance. And so they're always just, like, making out and fucking and shit like that in the show, and it's a whole thing. And I was like, oh.
Did you meet at a fag bar?
No, they meet in prison.
I know. I was quoting the movie.
I know.
Knights of Columbus.
So how do you fit in with Mickey?
We met at a party about 6 months ago.
Fag party?
No, Knights of Columbus. What do you think?
And I'm like, oh, no wonder Lee Tergesen got cast in Oz after this movie. 91 is when it came out, which is crazy. Not Oz. Oz came out in like 97 or something like that. But yeah, I was like obsessed with. So Keith only knows who Lee Ferguson is because every time he's in something, I'm like Lee Ferguson, and
True.
then Keith goes Turd Ferguson.
Yeah.
And so that's it. That's our connection to Lee Ferguson. But I never knew. I was like, oh, Lee Ferguson, hello, pretty lady. I mean, this would have absolutely.
Right.
This would have been a route for me. I would have become obsessed with Lee Ferguson in this film had I seen it as an adolescent. Yeah. And it does the thing where, I mean, like, in some ways I'm like, oh, right, it's doing the thing where, like, you're so gay that you're a woman. But I'm like,
Right.
oh, but also in the 40s, it was probably
Right.
all grouped together like that.
Sure.
And I mean, I recognized Lee Ferguson immediately, and I knew exactly who he was. But I feel like they did a great job making him look pretty. I just wish they
I didn't
hadn't
think
done
it was
the.
that great.
I just think he's pretty. I think that he has.
Oh, that's fine. I just didn't feel like it. He didn't pass.
See,
me.
that's fine, but I kept. See, this is the thing that I was like, oh, I bet this is probably. I don't know if they're okay. So in the story, he's supposed to be, like he is the person that. What's his name? Fred Ward. The Fred Ward's character is supposed to be looking for. And because like because he stole a book or whatever, but David Warner's like he was making eyes at my daughter.
Oh yeah.
And I kept getting them confused. Like I kept thinking that they were like every time the daughter would come on, I would be like, is that I couldn't tell them apart.
Sorry.
Like,
Every time who came up?
the daughter and Lee Ferguson as a woman. Like I was like, oh, I wonder if they were implying what?
Same wig.
Right. I wonder if they were implying that like he was like looking at her style.
I see.
You know, like
Yeah.
like couldn't keep his eyes off her because he was like, oh, like how is she, moving and, like more of an
That's an
emulation
interesting
thing.
read, yeah.
Right. And so, because I every time the daughter would show up, I'd be like, is this Lee Ferguson? And I'm like, no, it's the daughter. Like, and for some reason, I just couldn't, like, every time the daughter would pop up, I'd be like, oh, nope, it's the daughter. And like, yeah, that was something that I like couldn't tell if that was like a purposeful thing or not. Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, the plot of the movie is just like Necronomicon. It's all just like H.P. Lovecraft shit.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's very.
Well, I mean, all the references are like H.P.
Yeah.
Lovecraft.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying it straight up.
For instance, Fred Ward's character is
His name
H.
Hewlett
Philip Lovecraft.
Oh. Sorry.
What?
I heard you say H. Fila Blanca, and I was like, what are you saying?
It's a great name.
Yeah, I agree. But I was like, that's not his name. Yeah. His name is Hewlett Packard Lovecraft in the film.
Don't be ridiculous.
No, it's, what is it? Henry, or H. Philip Lovecraft.
Which is what I said.
I know. And then everybody is just named after different writers or, because there's Bradbury.
The end. Kropotkin was
Who's Kropotkin?
his landlady.
Okay.
I want to say, I'm looking it up, but I want to say Kropotkin. I want to say he was a Russian anarchist, which is also what Wikipedia says.
Okay.
Known as a proponent of anarchist communism.
Interesting.
Yeah, and at the end, in the very last scene, I think, or a very last scene with Kropotkin, she says, "I'll go make piroshkis," and I'm like, "Wait a minute, was that supposed to be a Russian accent? The whole?"
Right.
I'm a witch, but I'm not a fanatic. Bandages I have in my office.
Good vodka. Thanks.
For what?
That's a long story.
I'll get the Peroskis.
What is a pierogi?
It's like a pierogi,
Oh, okay.
only Russian instead of Polish.
Okay. All right. Oh,
Was that a burp?
no, that was me going.
Okay. So, yeah.
As they say.
I guess this is why cute, it feels like the right terminology. It's like, it feels like a good intro into certain things because you've seen this plot a million times. The plot,
sure,
there's
for
nothing,
sure.
the bare bones of the plot is just
Yeah.
pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
And you've seen it. I wasn't sure what to, because the stuff about magic is kind of,
Yeah, it's a little confusing.
it's just there.
Yeah. And also, like, like, the whole point is, like, it's 1940s, but magic. But,
Yeah.
like, his whole thing is that he doesn't use it.
Right.
So I'm like, so you made a movie about magic existing,
Right.
and you made the main character refuse to use it. And, like, that's the whole thing. I'm like, why make magic?
Well, allegory.
I guess, I don't know.
I kept thinking about, it's like all the art, everybody just says, this makes things easier. And I'm like, oh, this is just the most superficial level of how people talk about AI or how it's pushed on us right now.
Technology and
Yeah.
things. Yeah. But also, it's confusing. Like, it's seemingly a newer thing,
Right.
and that's it. It's just like,
Yeah.
oh, now there's magic, and it's like, okay, all right, but like, there's vampires and werewolves and
Oh, yeah.
all this shit, and like the Necronomicon, which is like the old, like this old ancient book, and you're like, okay, so magic is new,
Right.
but all the what? Like, it's a little confusing.
It doesn't connect them.
Yeah, it doesn't do a good job of that.
So,
I think I do really love the idea of like how nothing's different other than the fact that there is magic. So like the style is the
zombies.
same. This,
yeah.
everything is the same. But and I don't exactly know how to feel. I think this was a little bit of a I don't know if it was a deliberate choice or just like that's what they happen to do. Like, all the zombies that they have are black.
All of them, really?
I believe so, yeah. Like, all
Oh.
the ones that are working on the,
Homes?
yeah, they're
Okay.
all black. And
Okay.
I'm like,
Yeah, that isn't great, but
I'm like, is that a commentary with how black people were being treated back then? Like,
well, and also I'll put it in, there's that clip, there's that where they talk about it,
yeah, right.
and Clancy Brown is like,
You just buy them. Yeah.
Hey, what happened to your regular leg breakers?
Progress.
Zombies don't eat, don't complain.
Don't get ideas.
Don't they start to smell after a while?
They're good for 3 months, depending on the weather. Then they begin to rot.
Then what?
Hey, you get some more. $30 a head, come fresh from the West Indies, 6 to a box.
Like bonbons.
So I'm like, okay, this is definitely like an allegory from, but like the implication is that they're used for like labor and, like, what's it called? Like lifting, heavy lifting, whether it be like, they get the job done kind of thing, but they don't have any kind of autonomy.
right.
And so I'm like, is this supposed to be something that we're seeing as like a dehumanization, that they're like, oh, we have magic, but we're still like doing this awful thing to people of color? Because like, none of the characters are like
Right.
all the main characters are white. Like they like intentionally all
Right.
of the zombies are black. So I'm like, if this isn't an intentional sort of, I mean, I don't think it's a good allegory because it's not an
Right.
allegory, and also you're like it's like doing it not great. But I'm like, if this wasn't intentionally trying to talk about the fact that like, oh, even if we had magic, they would still find a way to like harm people of color. Like it would still be a way to like dehumanize. There's no human black person. Like there's one, oh wait, except for the landlord. I forgot the landlord and her.
And the lawyer she hires for him,
Yeah,
potentially.
which is her cousin.
Yeah, right.
A pleasant evening to this fine and good company. I am Thaddeus Pilgrim, Mr. Lovecraft's legal advisor. Please accept my apologies for being so late, but I'm afraid my client failed to notify me of his decision to voluntarily assist the police in their investigations. Often, our courageous public servants neglect, with not a molecule of malice, certain constitutional boilerplate. It is then the humble role of men such as myself to point out the potential repercussions of their well-intentioned but nonetheless illegal actions.
But like the yeah, there is her, she is, but it's the only thing, it's like the magical, you know, Negro trope,
Yep.
and then there's a vampire that's black, and then
And
zombies.
probably meant to be a sex worker.
Yes.
And the werewolf unknown.
Well, yeah. Yep. So yeah, that's always like stuff that I'm like, man, you could do something, so you could make the decision to do something fucking cool, and instead you're like, what if we didn't?
Yeah. You know, what if the South won the Civil War? Can you imagine?
Yeah. It would, I guarantee it would be not much different.
It might be better because by now maybe there would have been more uprisings. Anyway.
Be better.
Yeah, at best, with the zombie thing,
Yeah.
at best, we assume that zombies are produced through magic,
Yeah.
through voodoo.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Well, not originating, but they place it in the West Indies, I guess just because it's closest. But voodoo comes out of African traditions
Yeah.
and brought to the
Right.
Western Hemisphere by, because people were enslaved.
Right.
So it's not. So at best, it's like, oh, practitioners of voodoo are part of the global economy,
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
but selling their own
Right.
dead
Yeah.
off. But yeah, it's
very weird.
it's interesting until you think about it.
Exactly.
For 2 seconds.
It was a choice that they made.
If nothing else, it was pretty uncomfortable watching the giant black man be the.
Yeah. I was like, oh, good. He has no speaking lines and just stares off into space. Also, there's a, that sort of like, he has like.
my manservant Mandalay.
There is like the trope of like black people with like white eyes.
Oh, there is?
Yeah. Like, as like a way to make them look different, like.
What do you mean?
Like a lot of.
I feel unfamiliar, so.
I don't know enough about it, but it is a trope that like most, like in a way, like especially when there's something like magic related or otherworldly, you just take a black person, you give them light eyes or white eyes, and then that's it. That's how their magic, and that's like the thing that sets them apart is that they have, light eyes as opposed to dark eyes, and it's just a thing that, that's it. That's all you really need to do. So it's just a trope mostly. It's not necessarily significant of like, it doesn't mean something sinister necessarily. It's just like a trope with black people where you just give them white eyes like Storm
Oh yeah.
And yeah, just like I can't think of others. I've seen examples of this as a trope, and it quite is. But yeah, like it's that thing of like we're just using them for labor, for free labor.
Well, given H.P. Lovecraft's racism,
that's fair. That's fair. Glad there was nothing native in there because he loved.
Oh yeah. Well, he loves
savaging it
talking.
up.
Yeah. Well, and dark skinned people.
Yeah.
Chanting around fires and drum circle, doing drums and going into states.
Anytime people are like, if you really read Lovecraft, and I'm like, I tried it. I gave up when I tried to read the story about there's some head of a savage or whatever that he has, and I'm like, yeah, that's okay. I'm like, I don't need to read this anymore. It's like, yeah. Like, that's okay. I'm like, I'm not that interested.
Well, no, yeah. I mean, the whole thing is predicated on. I mean, it's basically xenophobia, right? It's literally like the strange other.
Yeah. Yes.
The unknown.
Yes.
Other. And, yeah, presumably where it really comes to a head as far as, like, his life and his art is he wrote the horror at Red Hook. Red Hook is a neighborhood of New York.
Yeah.
And he was living there at the time, I guess. And apparently he was just so freaked out by how many non-white people there were. And so he wrote this story.
But your color is so different than mine.
Yeah.
I do not understand.
Yeah. So it's one of those. You separate the art from the artist.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's a thing to struggle with if you're creating horror, right? Like, that's always going to be there.
Yeah. But I think, there are ways to...
Yeah.
There are always ways to, even... I was just thinking about it yesterday, thinking about, the movie Candyman and how it does such a great job of, illustrating that, these horrors are brought on by the effects of, or by the ramifications of, slavery. Like, these things are happening because of slavery. And it's a direct, repercussion of it. And so, that you could make a horror movie that's so, visually... I mean, also Tony Todd is amazing in anything he's in. But, that you can have something so scary talking about something so serious and so important, it can be done and it can be done very subtly, and there's a lot of things that you can do. So it's always really interesting not really interesting, I'm being slightly sarcastic, but it's always really wild to me when people just make the choice to just be we won't think about it at all. We'll just do this fun little thing. And it's but why?
How do you live?
Why? Why not think about it?
Yeah, I've been thinking about this a lot. No one is surprised. But, it's really come to head in the last 2 years, but think about what to me feels like the Western tradition of talking about things in the abstract.
Yeah.
And that's especially the genre. Media does this a lot, right? Because, and I've talked about before, who knows if I'm, now I wonder if I misread Samuel Delaney, but the idea that it's almost easier to talk about things allegorically in genre media, right?
Absolutely.
But if it's not genre, I guess it came up most recently because of talking about things like the concept of a romance.
Right. Yeah.
And trying to tie it together. I feel like I got too far
Yeah.
in the weeds in my own head about it. Like,
Well, like even, I mean, not to cut
like
you.
it's allegorical, but it's also still very
Yeah.
abstract. Like,
Yeah.
the allegory is fear of the unknown.
Yeah, yeah,
okay.
yeah.
That's still so vague. Like,
Right.
put a little more context on it, please. Like,
Right.
do you mean fear of dark-skinned people?
Right.
Do you mean fear
Well,
of culturally, people you did have a radically different
Right.
social organization than you? Like,
Yeah. Right. Everything's unknown if you shelter yourself enough.
right.
But-
or if you're all the media you're fed cuts you off,
Right.
is self. Yeah, that's the other thing I was thinking about recently is like I was thinking about it because I've been susceptible to it, like tying things to ancient myths.
Yeah. Right.
People love doing the Greek myths, right?
Yes.
And like this, first of all, it's Greece. Oh god.
First of all, it's oil. Because you said grease.
Like that's just reification or reification, however you pronounce that word. I've heard it both ways. But like you're just telling yourself your culture is
Right.
correct.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
and first of all, when I said first of all it's Greece because it's not. That's basically at best borrowed history, or culture.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah.
And I think about oh god.
Well, I mean, just to take it back
Yeah.
to the movie a little bit,
Sorry.
like the fact that the fact that it's like, it's that thing of like, the implication is that like these old gods are going to come and they're going to destroy people and like make everybody that's there like their slave.
Right.
And it's like, oh, how scary that would be. Anyway, we took these black people and made them zombies and now they do all our work for us. And it's like, that's not looked at or examined. It's
Right.
just like, what if these white people get turned into
Right, exactly.
slaves for the
Yeah,
old gods? And it's like,
Interesting.
yeah, what? And like, so stuff like that is like, it's disappointing for me because like the concept of the movie was so fun.
Right.
And for them to like, I do like the character of what's her name? The landlord? What is it?
Kropotkin?
Kropotkin. Okay. Every time they would say it, I was like, I don't know what the fuck they're saying. I was like, curmudgeon? I liked her, but I just credit it to the actress
Right.
performing
Yeah.
it. A lot of time, like she's not written as anything other than she's written as a trope. She's
Absolutely.
from the moment she's the first thing we see, and she's a full on trope immediately. But like she has what feels like more depth than a lot of the other characters just because the actress is giving us so much, thankfully. Thank you. Whatever her name is, who I can't remember at this time. But like it's solely, even the guy that was like even the zombie guy, like he looked cool. And I was like, man, it's such a shame that we have, oh, fuck.
Right.
Can you pause? I need to go downstairs.
No farts.
No
No poop.
No, I think like the zombie guy, like he had a cool look,
Right.
but like, it's that thing of like big black man is a, danger.
Yep.
Oh, wow. Oh, I love
I know.
this,
Yeah.
know. So there's like, I don't think, huh?
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I thought you said hold on. So, there's stuff like that where I'm like, man, this movie could have been really, really cool. But it was like, what if we just discard black people. And like, they're like, it's fine because we have one lady who's a landlord.
Right.
So it's not racist.
Arnisha or Arnedia
Oh, there we go.
Walker.
That was
Sorry, Ms. Walker.
That was truly that's where the term ripping ass comes from, because that really sounded like just full on
That's not a
tearing
real
a
term.
box apart. What'd you say?
That's not a real term.
Yeah, ripping ass. Stupid. You're smiling right now and it's so annoying. You're so dumb. You're so stupid. No, stop. Stop. What are you looking up?
Everyone in the movie?
Okay. It's crazy because the daughter, the girl that plays the daughter, I was like, oh man, she was born in 1967. I'm like, that's crazy. That's old. And then I was like, oh my God, she was like 20 something. I'm like, that's so bizarre that she was like 25 and born in the 60s. And I'm like, what? That's so weird. Maybe not even, like, yeah, like 24, 25, something like that. I'm like, that's so wild that you could be born in the 60s.
She was 16 in 1948.
And like, what's crazy is you could be born in the 60s and 20 in your 20s in the 80s. And I was born in the 80s and I'm 40. So that means
Whoa.
that if you were born, then you're 100. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That maths out.
I know. That's why I said it. Wait, so that means if you're born in the 60s, you're in your 60s. Because math. Because 120.
Because math. Yeah. My brother is 62.
That's crazy. And he was born in 1987. So that's wild.
Isn't that wild?
62. That's crazy. My dad's like 70 70. Yeah, 76.
Cool. 4.
I can't imagine being born in 1949.
I can't imagine so many things.
Well, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I mean, I think I wish that they'd gone a little bit more in depth into magic as opposed to just implying that, like, if you're, like, it's almost like, like Reefer Madness, like the whole, because there was like a whole campaign against marijuana where like, it's going to make you go psychotic and you're going to, it's sort of like that, like, oh, magic is dangerous because it'll lead you on a path to just make bad choices. But like, that's not true.
Magic can take you to places you could never possibly imagine.
Well, it comes down to it's in the dialogue he has with Julianne Moore's character.
Yeah.
About compromise.
Yeah, right.
Fly-spec office, a broken-down car, and an ugly necktie. That's what all this integrity buys you. Damn it, Phil, everybody's got to compromise.
That's what I keep hearing.
Then what makes you so special?
What makes me special is I'm my own man. When I started out, I said there were things I would do and things I wouldn't do. A lot of guys start like that, and a lot of them sell out along the way, but the more who fall, the easier it gets. See, look, everybody compromises, everybody cheats, everybody uses magic. So they empty the ideals out of their pockets and get down to the job of sticking it to the neighbor before they stick it to them. Because that's the way it's done, to all of which I say nuts. My collar may be a little frayed, maybe I need a shoe shine. But nobody's got a mortgage on my soul. I own it.
I mean, I think that that's an interesting choice.
Oh, it's like I can't remember her name. Connie.
Bleep that out. I can't get over the fucking in the Mordred episode, the bleeping. that you do, and that is so you have a really good talent for the doing the bleeps at the funniest fucking times.
Thank you. I didn't feel very inspired, so I was worried it was gonna.
It's so funny.
Come across as tedious or uninspired.
You have a knack for like doing a bleep at the most ridiculous point. Like I'll say like fuck, and then it'll be like beep, like right after. Like you just do so well with those to make it so funny. And I like this is one of those things where I'm like genius. This is genius. Like this is absolute genius. And then I'm like, does nobody get it but me? Is that the thing? I'm like, is that what we're cursed to? That like,
I mean, that's fine.
Do every single thing because you know it's gonna get me, and everyone else is like, I don't really understand what's going on here, and I'm just like, perfect. Nothing's funnier than this.
That's enough. That is sufficient for me.
I know that's sufficient for you, but anyway.
You know, the best comedy doesn't care about its audience. I've always said.
As a white man would, yeah. So have we gone 40 minutes now?
I'm sure it's like 28.
Right.
34.
4. Like
the gargoyle was kind of annoying.
The gargoyle was cool at first.
Yeah, at first.
And then it's like, and I'm like, okay.
What was that?
And I'm just like, why are we doing this?
Yeah.
And he kicks it in the crotch and he goes, oh.
Yeah.
There's nothing that I love more. There's nothing that shows me that you're good at physical comedy more than like kicking someone or something in the crotch and just a close up of the face as their eyes cross and they go, oh, oh my God.
How about the gremlin that moons the guy?
My God, was that his butthole that we were seeing? It's got little, like, it was doing like this. And I'm like, is that just its prolapsed anus? Is that what we're seeing? That was like so bizarre to me, that whole thing. For one, because we never see them again.
Correct.
That was the first and last time we ever see any of those gremlins.
Yep.
That scene goes on for so fucking long.
Yeah.
And it like serves a purpose because
sort of.
With him shooting the thing, like trying to get to it.
It unveils a clue.
Yeah. Which is like almost interesting, but like, what is happening? And I mean, like the gremlin was the star of the show, in my opinion, in that whole scene. The guy's like, oh God, and just like cocking and like waiting so long and then shooting, and the gremlin's just like, over here now. Here's my butthole. It's got something coming out of it. Hi. Like, I know. So that's weird.
Except there was some shit out of critters or
right. I'm
leprechaun
like,
or
right. So I'm like, this feels very much like an attempt to make it like a more like not family friendly, but like appease more, like try to reach more audiences than just like a horror audience.
Right.
But it's like that was the only scene that had that in there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in the gargoyle getting kicked in, Wolfman has nards, which apparently is a famous line from Monster Squad, which we should watch at some point. Okay. Even though it involves Frankenstein peeping on somebody or something.
Oh, what's the Frankenstein? It's monsters. Oh, the line from that song. Oh, fuck. It's, the monster
fuck?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
Specifically.
He ran to the door. I said, Frankenstein, what's gotten into you? He said, my dick is hard and I need to screw. He did the monster fuck.
It was a graveyard fuck. Oh, man. Would you recommend?
Wolfman just jacked it and cried.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, go ahead.
I wasn't exactly disappointed. Like, it was fine.
Yeah.
Having sort of built it up because I'd known about it for so. But, like, yeah. I like the guy that. what's his name? Tugwell or whatever.
Oh, right. Yeah. That you said
little Ewan McGregor. Maybe some Nathan Lane.
Oh my God. Nathan McGregor. Oh, someone's breaking in. This is my favorite.
The walls come tumbling.
It's my favorite joke to do when you like.
Yeah, it is.
Shit the bed with your fart. You like fart the shit bed, and and I'm like, someone's breaking in.
Yeah, it is your favorite joke.
And you don't know how to react to it.
Never. It's funny because that's actually one of your biggest fears.
Only when I wake up in the middle of the night.
Well, yes. Sorry.
Or if I'm home alone at any time.
Right. And by biggest fears, I mean PTSD trigger.
Yeah.
Let's say.
Yeah.
It's weird enough to check out if you like weird things.
For sure. Yeah.
It's an interesting jumble of.
Yeah.
I wonder, like, like if you don't know the Lovecraft stuff, or as it's called, the Cthulhu mythos.
Yeah.
If you're not familiar with it, I wonder if it matters.
No, I'm not. All I know is Cthulhu exists.
Yeah.
But I know.
Cthulhu is actually really boring.
Yeah.
And I should say, first of all, I don't know that I've ever actually read Lovecraft. As I've stated many times, I'm sure, my favorite way to consume the writing of H.P. Lovecraft is if it's read by Wayne June.
It's true. Yeah.
So I've listened to a bunch of that. Where is it going? Oh, and I remember when I was when I first attempted to get into Lovecraft, I started with the Call of Cthulhu because Cthulhu is the name you hear first,
right?
Probably even before you know the name Lovecraft.
Yeah.
And it is a very boring story.
Yeah.
Very anticlimactic.
Yeah.
IMO, but it's not. It is also very Lovecraft in that way.
Yeah.
I like other stories better. Personally.
Yeah.
The one I really got into was Shadow over Innsmouth.
I just remember that one time we were doing a thing. It was a very funny joke where we were just putting butthole into like replacing a word from one of H.P. Lovecraft. Yeah, the title with the word butthole. And I just remember you said, "This every time you say Wayne June, this is what I think of." You said The Thing on the Butthole by Wayne June.
I said that? I thought that was yours.
No, you said by Wayne June. And that was so funny
by
to me.
H.P. Lovecraft. Read by Wayne June.
That's very funny to me.
Wayne June does the VO on a video game I played that is very Lovecraftian too, called Darkest Dungeon.
Yeah, I think it's an interesting. I mean, I'm always a fan of like recommending watching something just for the dissection of it and like thinking, I think this is a good movie I think, the aspects of it that are fun are very fun. The aspects of it that are like problematic or like that go like sort of unchecked, I think those are things that would be good to like take note of and to like think about. So like in that way I would recommend it, like thinking about like the amount of like white habitus that exists and how there's no, there's talk of like magic, but there's no talk of like making things better or helping people, or like there's a lot of like things that like just don't get talked about. And I think that's interesting. That was an interesting choice done by, because there's no attempt to address like the problems of the time. It's just
Right.
like we have magic now, so we can do even more crime. And it's like, that's an interesting sort of that's
Right.
interesting. So I think to look at it and dissect where it has problems is I think would be fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's got like if you just want to watch a silly
There's some
magic
cool
movie,
deaths.
Yeah, it's the
and puppetry.
Oh my God, yes. Yeah, it's definitely, I think the death
creature work.
scenes that it has are like fucking cool. I think my least favorite scene was when it was played for laughs. By that meaning, I think it was supposed to be a joke. And it just was like, I just feel bad for those actors. Like the zombies building a house and they set up the frame and then they walk away and it falls onto them.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's not funny because it just hits them in the head.
Yikes.
And I'm like, I'm sure that was like done and it was safe and they used stuntmen and all that. But I'm like, it just felt so cruel and gross to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I did not like that. I didn't think that was like funny or interesting
Right.
or like, also it didn't make sense. I'm like, you have all of these zombies that you're that you're buying for cheap labor,
Right.
and then they don't know what to do or how to put a
Well,
house
I
together.
think
Like it's very. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
LOL, they're dumb
no, I know.
too.
What I think is interesting about it, like, I don't disagree, and I don't think
Right.
what I'm about to say undoes any of that
Yeah,
or makes it
yeah.
worthwhile. But I think the commentary is like, this is a shortcut.
Yeah.
And
Right. Yeah.
like many shortcuts, it doesn't actually save you anything. It
Right,
probably
yeah.
causes more.
Right. Yeah. Right.
And that's the whole thing with magic, right? Like,
Right.
It,
Yeah. Well, like for me,
and the way you see people using it is for like really dumb things.
Yeah.
Like it's a lot of just lighting cigarettes out
Yeah.
of nothing, or like picking a file out of a file cabinet.
Right. Yeah. Stirring their coffee.
Yeah. Moving luggage. Like,
Yeah. Right.
I mean, luggage is actually, that's
What-
actually
yeah.
one of the more practical magics. But yeah, no, very, very strange that you think that's okay, that you could just
Yeah. Right.
do that in a film
Yeah.
and talk about, also to have a character talking about ethics and,
Yeah. Exactly.
well,
right,
they don't
right,
use the
yeah.
term ethics, but
Well, fair.
let's say conviction.
I really liked when Julianne Moore pretended to sing. That was great.
Speaking of tropes,
Yeah.
I said, I hate this trope, and you're like, which trope? And I didn't really know how to describe it. It's just, like, oh, a beautiful woman comes on the stage and sings. They do it with fucking Seven.
Yeah.
As if it's a reveal. Like, we haven't seen her for, like, she's a new character.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, shit, she's not dressed like a Borg no more? She put on a dress instead of her fucking skin-tight onesie? Oh, my God. Hubba hubba.
Seven of Borgnine.
Oh, my God. Ernesto.
H. Fila Blanca.
Read by Wayne June.